Alright, so I'm looking up a bird on Google. I just type in bird, doesn't matter. You can type whatever kind of bird you want to do. You can do the same one I'm doing. I don't really care. Okay, so that's just... okay, so I'll look at it like this for you guys. Ooh, that's a nice parrot. I think I'll do that one. Okay, so I'm just gonna zoom in maybe. Can I go like this? Yeah. Whatever. So I'm gonna take a screenshot of my phone. I don't know if your guys' Androids do that, but for the iPhone it's the home button and the standby button or the power button. You just click it once. And then I'm gonna also look up what would a parrot be flying with? Maybe some fruit. So maybe I'll type in parrot fruit. So what does it look like he's got? Maybe some grapes. I don't know. That's not really a flower though. I wanted to show you a flower too. How about tiger lilies? That's my niece's favorite flower, so I think that would go good with a green parrot as well. So we got quite a bit here. I don't want to do anything too complicated yet, because I'm not teaching you super complicated stuff yet. And maybe I won't, because I'm not a super complicated type guy. Okay, how do I do this? Remember Google being a little bit easier to use, but alright, I'm just gonna screenshot that again. I'm gonna go to my photos. Alright, let's edit this. And if you see down here, this button, yeah, this button's the crop button. To get there, you just edit on the top right, crop. You can drag the corners to get it where you want. Okay. Then you press done, and there it is. Same goes for the flower. I'm just gonna, oops. If you press the image, it'll try to crop, or it'll try to move the image. All right, done. And you know what? Can I move it? I wonder. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Let's leave it upside down. Yeah, sure. Okay. So if you guys watched the first video about how to sketch it, this should come easy to you, or maybe. So first I'm going to grab a pencil. And you know what? I think I will stick with the lightest one that I've got, which is not in here, is it? There it is. I never put this stuff away. I think I do, but I don't. I'm pretty organized, I think. But alright. Am I sharp? Yeah, it looks pretty good. I got my eraser there ready to go. I need some water. I got a tickle. Alright. That's better. You're gonna need water later, as well as a cup, a brush, and some paints. But we'll get to that. Alright, so let me turn off low battery mode off, so that the image will stay up longer. Am I looking weird? Should I go like that? I don't know. On, off, on, yeah, whatever. I see better with them on, I think. Okay, so now I've got the parrot ready to go. Here's my wood. And I'm just gonna, let's see if I can move the camera down a little bit. Yeah, okay. I don't know if I can really show you guys exactly, but I'm just gonna sketch it out the best I can. I'm gonna say that this center here is right there. That's where I'm gonna start it. You can do anything you want. You're gonna have to notice that you'll have to press down on the wood a little bit. because it's a harder surface than paper or canvas. Have finished the bird. You can't really see it on the camera unless I tilt it maybe. Yeah, that's really hard to see. But anyways, when you reflect, or when you move the wood on any surface, there it is, I can see it on this camera. But if you move it, you'll see the reflection of the graphite on the wood. So you can kind of get that drawn out and stuff. Now, you might be thinking, all right, great, I'm ready to paint. I got all my colors, I got the greens, but you need to do the gesso, or you could just put white acrylic paint or any paint on there first. That'll give it a nice base, just like a canvas is white. If you paint directly on the wood, you'll have to do like another coat, just like on a wall or a piece of wood. This is no different than any other piece of wood, or drywall. So now I just got to get the flower on there. Demonstrate. So you may have realized I only put this leaf on, that leaf, this leaf, and this leaf. The rest of it, I just like imaginarily cut it off. I didn't add it to the sketch at all because I don't feel like it. Okay, so now I'm done with the phone. Now, how much to put on my palette? That's really hard to... Oh, that's like a lot. This is probably the hardest thing for me to figure out. I get like all hog crazy. Oh, I need lots of paint. And no, I have all this waste at the end. So go really easy. Try a little bit at first, and then work your way up. I know that's hard to say when you're first starting out, and if you're mixing colors and you get that right perfect color, and you're like afraid to not have enough paint, that you won't be able to make it again. Takes practice, but... So my brush is currently dry right now, but if I were to dip it, easy with the water, I'm gonna screw that up. I'll put it on this side, that's better. You just dip it off a little bit, shake it against the walls of the cup. Can I move this up? There we go. And just pat it dry. And dip your paint. You don't want like a glob on there. Like this, that's bad. You don't want that. You just want enough so that you can still see the brush thistles. What are they called? Who knows? Okay, so I'm just gonna go inside of my drawing here. And don't worry about the lines that you made that are inside the outline, because you're gonna repurpose them again. You're gonna redraw them again, maybe. That's up to you. Okay, so now once your bird whiteness is done, you are going to let that dry. It doesn't matter. Go get your paints. Get the hopefully I've already advertised the Dollar Rounty that you can get from Walmart. They look like this with without the little binder clip. Very small. It's pretty much all you will ever need for most small paintings, even like 8x10s or 9x12s. Anything really big, I would suggest getting a tube because you'll go through these lickety-split. Okay, so I've got all my colors already picked out. I just go like that big. Even that big's kind of too big for this piece. Alright, now on a general rule of thumb, you want to use the light colors first and then work your way towards the deeper colors, because darker colors, again, they're hard to lighten up. So I'm gonna go with, I think, the yellow. I've got another brush. This one's a bit smaller than the flat brush I had, and I'm just gonna try to outline the wings where they are. Maybe I'll get some water over here. Okay, so I've done the light green. I'm going to do the same for the rest of the colors. Okay, so one of the things I'm doing right now is fixing the head of the bird. What are you doing? Okay, so I was fixing the beak. And when the paint is wet, it will kind of brush away if you put some water to it, or if your paint is wet or whatever. You can just like scribble into it, and this doesn't matter what surface it is, whatever, it's wood or canvas. However, on wood or other hard flat surfaces, it's flat, it's hard, so it responds differently. So let's do some mixing. You're going to want a palette knife. And if you haven't done that, if you haven't gotten a palette knife yet, you could always use a butter knife. It's a little bit harder, but basically what you're going for is that little edge that goes. They make plastic ones that are basically free too. So this is the one that I like. I like that diamond shape. It's very small. Everyone's got different preferences. You can use whatever you want. You could use a spoon for all I care. Good luck with that. Okay, so I'm gonna dip let's focus on the palette some more. I'm gonna dip just a little bit. Can the camera see? Yeah, sure. Just the tiniest bit. You can see it. It's, you know, there's like nothing on there. And I'm gonna dip it into the dark green. Now, because I've already used the green as much as I can for the bird, I'm not afraid to put the black in the whole dark green supply that I've got. I'm gonna mix this up a bit till I think it's a little darker. If you want to do like a color test before adding any more black or white or another color, you just smear it, and then you can see the color in there. I think that this green here, am I pointing on it? Okay. This green here with the individual feathers, I need some dark there because I want to show that they're individual feathers. And the same will go for that light green because there's also a darker light green. So yeah, I usually mix all the colors that I need before I do a painting, I would say, most of the time. Or you could do it like this, where you get all the primary colors on, or not the primary, like blue, red, yellow, but I mean the initial colors that you need for the base coat. You could do that and then mix them, that's up to you. Okay. Now I'm just going to grab the little brush. Here's another tip for you. I only use 2 brushes most of the time. The flat brush and the pointer brush. I've got a whole bunch of other brushes here. Most of them are flat or pointy. And this one here is very interesting. This is like spatula rubber for like cookies and stuff. This could be a baking piece. I have no idea. I don't know. But I liked it, so I bought it. You can go a little crazy buying art supplies like me. I have like no limit. I gotta like, oh yeah, look at all this paint. I want it. Or the canvases too. Like, oh, I want the biggest one you got. And then I'm like, oh, okay, what am I going to do with that? But the freedom of knowing what you can make is really cool. Okay. Back to the flat brush for some pinstriping. You can try with the pointer, but usually the pointer will only carry so much paint on the tip of its brush. So you'll end up with, if you put too much paint on it, you'll have a really thick line, and that's not pinstriping. So you can load up a flat brush and then make your pinstripes horizontal. Just a little bit easier. Getting the right size eye is kind of difficult. Uh-oh, low battery mode. Shoot. Alright. So there's my eye, and the final touch, you gotta remember the reflection of the eye. Very important. Just dip your brush a little bit and poke the black spot on top. There you go, you're done. Just like that.